kitu tunaenda kufanya I think secretary, tutapea secretary chance asome vitu tulifanya na pesa one by one hadi mwisho. So kama ni kupiga hesabu, mpigeni hesabu. Asome, unajua kusummarize saa zingine inaweza kuwa na shida. So asome tu hivyo vitu pole pole hadi mwisho, alafu sasa tuone iko aje.
Asante sana chairman. Now, asante sana for that kind of training. Now, tuliacha mtala, ndio? Ulisema kwamba ulienda bank na ukapata 2.4.
Yeah.
Number one, we want you to recognize one thing. You are part of this committee and you are actively involved. Hiyo number one. Number two, tungependa tuambie kwa upande wako, because now you're speaking both as committee and the family. Give us the family position na quote yako ambayo kwa hiyo karatasi. Kabla tuende kwa secretary ama treasurer? Secretary.
Yes.
I am telling.
Okay, number one, venye nimewambia, according to report yangu ama records zangu, ilikuwa inasema the total amount imeenda kwa bank was hiyo, venye nimewambia, it was 2.497. Simanisikia 2.497. So 2.497, that is what inaweza pata records zao na transactions zao zote. So the other amount yenye inaleta hiyo pesa hiyo 3.9 siwezi record na siwezi pata nini zao. That's why nilikuwa na request for hizo ma statement which bado sijazipata. That's number one. Number two, I can't say family iko sawa na hiyo nini, na hiyo record yenye ilikuwa, because imekuwa ikiniletea issue personally that mimi nilikuwa kwa committee na some things, because ilikuwa inasemekana some things mimi nilikuwa na demand, of which some of them are lies, because kama nimekuwa na issue sana especially kwa mtu wa catering. Namba nataka kuclarify, mimi sikuwa najuana na mtu wa catering. Na mimi sikuleta mtu wa catering. That one naweza sema kama the whole committee kwa hapa. Mimi sikuleta mtu wa caterer, mimi sikuwa najuana na mtu wa caterer. Mimi nilikuwa introduced kwa mtu wa caterer the day that Tony alikuwa analetwa home. That is tarehe, which Liz ndiye alintroduce kwa mtu wa caterer, akasema huyu ndio brother Tony. Akanisalimia na akanipatia chakula. That's how nilijua mtu wa caterer. Number two, nikiclarify kwa tent, the guy tushaifanya naye launch, which ndio tulifanya naye Nice and Love. Na the guy anafanyanga kazi hapa Egesa, of which nikileta proposal ya mimi najuana na, cause nilikuwa naona akipost sita zake, naona akipost weddings. So mimi nilisema wakiuliza mtu attend, nilisema najua mtu anaitwa Mark. Liza akasema anajua huyo Mark hata yeye. Nasikia akaniambia let me call Mark, kama ni Mark ni mtu mzuri, nafanyanga kazi na yeye. That is mtu attend. Number 3 was because issues, the reason why I explain hivi ni because issues imekuwa sana especially mimi home kwetu, that mimi ndo nilileta au watu wenye walikuwa wanafanya kazi hapo. Number 3 was Fela. Chairman asked me about Fela, nikamwambia Fela kama ni Fela ako sawa, because Fela tushaifanya na yeye kazi. Is the one who called Fela, waka agree a certain amount yenye wali agree. Number 3 was, if I can remember, ndio alifanya kazi pale mwingine was okay, sound system mwenye alifanya kazi alikuwa Oyugi, which Oyugi tushaifanya na yeye na Ongoro. Sisikii vizuri.
Yes.
So sound system ilikuwa Oyugi, but Oyugi alikuja tukiwa meeting home. Tukatoka na Oyugi, tukaenda Oyugi ako na club hapo karibu na kwetu. Tukaenda na Oyugi kwa club yake, akatupatia chakula and akatuonyesha sound yenye ako nayo. Akaambiwa since kila mtu ameleta proposal yake, tupe proposal yako. Akapeana proposal na the committee li agree na proposal yake. Unaona? So that is nikiclarify part ya hiyo yenye inasemekana mostly online that mimi ndo nilileta watu wenye walifanya kazi hapo. So mimi sikuleta watu walifanya kazi hapo. Proposal yangu ilikuwa ya tent, na hiyo tent Liz mwenyewe alikuwa anamjua na kila mtu alikuja kwa point introduced, na mimi nilipeana, hata sikupeana namba, nilipeana proposal na wakampigia wakaongea, unaona. So hiyo issue imekuwa ikiniletea issues mingi sana, especially with my family. So nikiclarify hiyo. Number 2 is about the amount. The reason why nimekuwa na issues sana na hii, na familia yangu pia imekuwa issues sana na hii, it's because according to Lizimo mwenye alikuwa na handle pesa sasa kama treasurer, ako accountable for 3.9. The 3.9 is exclusive the expenses za candlelighting. No. According to report yenye iko pale, because some of my people home, especially my sisters, wananiulizanga these questions zenye zingine nashindwa kujibu. Unaona, 3.9 that is exclusive the candlelighting expenses. You understand? The record yenye iko pale online is 3.9 including the 100 ya expenses za Edesa na fine bills. So that one inaleta issues. Number 2, kitu imeleta issues kubwa sana ni tukiwa nyumbani, the amount yenye tuliambiwa deficit was 100 and something. It was 100? 100 deficit.
123,000.
Deficit nyumbani ilikuwa 123,000. Yenye tuliambiwa after hiyo 3.9 tuko na deficit ya 123,000. So ikichukuliwa hii 50,000 yenye ilichukuliwa ya mwisho yenye imeleta issue pia, ilikuwa inabaki deficit ya 73,000. Unaona? My mom alikuja akaniuliza baadaye, because kwa record yenye anaona pale deficit is 1,200 and something. Is it 1,250? So she asked me kama walitoka hapa, hadi akaniuliza kwani mlikuwa mnataka kunikon? Nikamwambia aje. Aniambia kama hapo mlikuwa mnaniambia deficit is 73,000. Unaona? Mmeenda huko mnaandika deficit is 1,250. Hii pesa ingine imetoka wapi? Unaona? So hizo ndio vitu zimekuwa zikiraise some questions zenye hata mimi nashindwa jibu ya kuzijibu. So the problem is, first committee haikukaa chini ika break down kila kitu that this and this and this, especially sisi home hatukukuwa na hiyo breakdown. Mimi personally sijakuwa na hiyo breakdown. Unaona? My mom, my sister, kila mtu hawana hiyo breakdown. Ili raise tu hivyo venye iko that pesa yenye ilikuwa ni 3.9 na ilitumika hivi na hivi na hivi na hivi na hivi without the breakdown venye iko hapo online. Unaona? So hii imeleta issues mingi. So venye ilitoka online imekuwa that venye ilitoka online my family wamekuwa na issues, a lot of issues that mbona amuku to break down, and sasa tukisikia pesa imepotea it means that kuna issue that why amuku to break down hizi vitu kila ime raise question mark, let me say. So hiyo question mark ndio hata mimi nilikuwa nataka kujua inatoka wapi.
Now, one question to you. You mentioned there were demands you are okay with, na zingine you are not okay with. Maybe you can list demands you are okay with, then later the ones you are not okay with.
Demands on my side ama on committee side?
On your side first.
On my side, I can say demand yenye nilileta, some of them hazikufanyika. Number 1, demand yangu ilikuwa t-shirts for the family, because family we tuko wengi, tuko karibu watu, let's say total ni watu around 32, watoto peke yake ni 26. Unaona? So I asked about the t-shirts but niliambiwa haiko kwa budget, haiwezi kufanya. That was my demand. So the amount ilikuwa paid for the t-shirt was 9,000. 10. It was 10. The amount was paid, it was 10 for some t-shirts. So ikabaki that hizo zingine mimi nikamwambia zitengenezwe tu zote, mimi ndajilipia personally. Demand number 2 was graveside. Grave ilikuwa wakishafanya ndani na nje kila kitu, ilikuwa tile iwekwe flat. No. Tile ikiwekwa flat ilikuwa the total amount ya tiles ilikuwa 3600, si ndio? Ya juu. Ilikuwa 3600. Mimi nilikuwa nataka hiyo yenye nimeona sasa hii black. Hiyo yenye imewekwa chini, imewekwa double, hiyo black. That was my demand. But sasa haikufanyika hivyo. Nikasema mimi personally ndachukua fundi. Nilichukua fundi, tukaenda Homa Bay, nikanunua tiles, nikamwambia lipa hiyo 3600. The rest uniachie mimi ndalipa. The total amount was around 15,000. 15,600 I guess. Akalipa 3,600, mimi nikalipa the rest from my pocket. That was demand number 2. The demand number 3, of which hiyo ilifanywa na committee, was hiyo wiring ya nyumba. Because mimi niliona no reason ya nyumba ifanywe repair lakini hawajafanya wiring. Because repair ilikuwa kwa budget yao. It wasn't my demand. No. So wakakuja wakafanya wiring. The total amount ya wiring was 49,000. No, was 49,000. Hiyo ndio kitu yenye naweza sema ilifanyika out of budget yenye mimi nilidemand.
Choo.
Na choo.
Choo, the same.
Oh. But choo, it wasn't a demand. Choo was a request.
But see, bado zote ni request.
Oh.
I'd like
So
explain himself Amalize, we continue.
So choo was a request yenye nilisema kuna watu wanaweza the way fundi aliniambia that kuna simiti zinaweza baki na mchanga inaweza baki pale. What we should do instead of hizo vitu ziende waste, tunaweza tengeneza nayo choo. Nika approach chairman, nikamwambia venye fundi ameniambia, akaniambia wataona venye, in fact walikuwa wote wakaniambia wataona venye watafanya, of which ilifanyika vizuri, choo ikatengenezwa kama part of the family. So naweza sema vitu zilikuwa out of the budget zenye zilifanywa, it was wiring na choo. So hiyo ndio ilikuwa out of the budget zenye zilifanywa, na hizo ndio naweza sema maybe ni demand. But demand ya tent, demand ya sound, demand ya sijui nini, demand hizo vitu zingine zote, I was out of it. Hizo sizikuwa demand zangu na sikuwa najuana na watu na si mimi nilileta watu.
Now Mike, a quick one. Budget ikitengenezwa. Were you part of the creation of the budget?
I was. We were both of us, including Prince Inda. Na the budget ikitengenezwa kulikuwa na proposal ya pesa inaenda kubakia family. Of which hiyo ilikuwa part of, hii pesa ilikuwa inaenda kufanya repair. Repair ilikuwa part of the budget na pesa ilikuwa inabakia family ilikuwa part of the budget. So kulikuwa na repair zifanywe zote, alafu pesa ibakie family, pesa a certain amount yenye ilikuwa imeproposiwa.
Now before we go to everything umeeleza, because I've been noting them down. Now kwa budget yote vile ilipostiwa na chairman, wapi ilienda beyond ile mlikubaliana on the meeting?
Number one ni transport and logistics. Hiyo siwezi danganya, hata mimi niliraise question. Transport and logistics. And number 2 was according to venye mimi nilisema ama niliambiwa, the proposed budget ya caterer ilikuwa 1.7. That is first proposed budget ya caterer. But kuna some things after sasa vitu zimesonga mbele, niliambiwa hatuna do. So what we should do, kuna vitu tunafaa kureduce. Caterer ikakuwa that the first proposed caterer, nikikumbuka nikiambiwa alikuwa anafaa alete on 4th, alikuwa anafaa tupatie chai jioni, alikuwa anafaa tupatie supper, kesho yake alikuwa anafaa tupatie breakfast, alikuwa anafaa tupatie lunch, alikuwa anafaa tupatie supper, na the next day alikuwa anafaa tupatie breakfast ndio atoke. Ni ukweli. So after budget imeenda venye ilienda, wakasema we should reduce some things, ikakuwa reduced. I personally nilisema tutoeni hii supper ya siku yenye ya fifth, siku yenye Tony anazikwa. Tutoeni hiyo breakfast ya the next day. Unaona? So ikuwe wanatupatia hiyo chai ya jioni on 4th, wanatupatia supper, wanatupatia breakfast na lunch. Unaona? Of which mimi nilijua ita reduce a certain amount. Unaona? Number 2 was the Ephraim tent. Ephraim tent, nikiambiwa budget iko high, I personally nakumbuka nikiambia Liz. Aliniambia about the tent yenye alikuwa na propose, yenye ilikuwa a VIP tent but ilikuwa inawekwa kama U. Unaona? So hatuko tunatumia Ephraim. Nikasema they should ask huyo Mark hoja mwa tent, what if I reduce, because tent yenye ilikuwa tutumie Ephraim ilikuwa 11 sections, alafu ilikuwa inafaa kuwa na TV mbili. Achana ile ilikuwa katikati, sasa ilikuwa inafaa kuwa huku 24. Kwambia they should ask what if to reduce hizo sections, alafu to reduce na screen. No, that is what we did. Wali reduce Ephraim from 11 sections to 8 sections. Waka reduce TV from 24 to 30, moja iliwekwa hapo katikati. Unaona? So personally mimi nilikuwa najua hiyo ni ina cut cost. Unaona? Because the proposed budget ya hiyo VIP tent na hiyo Ephraim ikiwa 8 sections ilikuwa almost the same thing. Unaona? So hizo ni vitu zenye nilikuwa na try pia mimi to reduce budget at least tufike kwa kiwango yenye tunaweza. But sasa the issue imekuwa reduce but still tuna go beyond the budget yenye ilikuwa ama tulikuwa.
Thank you for clarifying that. Now, demands committee walikuwa nayo.
Yes.
That may be you as a family
hatungeweza kufanya.
Yes. Labda walikuwa na demands na hazikufanyika
unless you ask them, because personally sidhani kama kuna kitu walisema tufanye tukakosa kufanya.
Now, before nipatie any of the family members chance wajibu
committee.
Now, one thing, uliongeza pesa ngapi kwa t-shirt? Because unasema walitoa 10,000 then
29,000, of which niko na deficit ya 24,000.
Now, mkimake budget, was that part of the budget?
No, it wasn't. That's why nimesema it was my demand.
It was your demand.
Yeah.
At least walijaribu.
Now,
kwa grade, umeongelea kuhusu 15,600. Ni pesa uliongeza ama ni pesa yote ya kuongeza grade nje?
Hiyo ni pesa niliongeza.
15.
Now,
ni 12. Ni 15,600 minus 3,600.
That is 11,000.
So 11,000.
Uliongeza.
Ndio niliongeza.
Now, to the chairman, mbona Mike aliongeza 15,000 ilhali kwa budget ya Brave site tunaona you have 59,800?
Hiyo ndio maana siwache tuwapee kitu. Mbona mnakimbia sana?
Hata tumalizana msela basi chairman.
Alafu hiyo atasoma zote vile fundi hata nini hizo zote itakuwa.
Okay.
Na tuko na receipts zote pia.
Msela, just a minute. Tuende for clarification. At some point you made a post online na ukasema ya kwamba you are not in control of cash flow, cash in and cash out from your personal account.
Yeah.
But now you have the records, you have the statements.
Yeah.
Can we say that you are now satisfied or not on how money was used? That is question number one. And question number two, one thing I would have expected you to answer directly, not mincing words. Was there anything at home that was repaired to the cost of 331,000? These are two. I'll have to look at clarification.
My budget, according to my record, na quotation ilipewa na fundi, you say 300?
321,770.
321,000. I don't think.
You don't think so? So in short, the repairs that were made at home hazifiki 381,000.
Yeah.
Kuna realistic approach, eh?
Yeah.
Number 2 ulisema kwamba Liz ambaye amekaa karibu na wewe ambaye pia ni committee member, ni kwamba Liz was proposing people you know. But were you in control of payments?
No, I wasn't in control of any payment.
Were you in control of discussions of what to pay the actually the procurement of those particular tents, sound and stuff like that?
I wasn't in control.
So you only knew that money was getting out and money was coming in.
Yeah.
Okay.
So now, Johnson, so
Now, Msela, when the committee was formed, you were the treasurer.
I was.
Were you the treasurer up to the end of the funeral?
No.
At what point did you realize you're not the treasurer and who took over from your role? And were you aware that the person was taking over your role?
Number one is sijai kuwa na matanga. Na sijai kuwa na matanga kwetu. So this thing ilituhit vibaya sana. Na mimi nilibaki hapo kama kijana. So most of the time nilikuwa ushago. Because sometimes hata walikuwa naona nilikuwa na fatigue yenye na travel ushago, nirudi Nairobi, tena usiku yake nitoke niende ushago. So hiyo kitu ilikuwa inanipatia headache mingi. So that hata ku understand that ile kukua that unafaa kutumiwa pesa, unafaa kufanya hii, unafaa kutumiwa pesa, unafaa kufanya hii, haiko kwa position yangu. You understand? So mostly nilikuwa ushago. So the time nilikuwa na realize that mimi si treasurer, it's because kuna vitu singe make payments, juu zinafaa kufanywa payments huku na mimi niko nyumbani. Hakuna venye ningetumiwa pesa huko ndio tena ni make payments, vitu zinafaa kumekiwa payments huku. Understand?
So did you hand over your role as the treasurer or you just realized you are not the treasurer?
I did to Lizmo. At the moment you realize I'm not making a lot of payments. No. So nikasema because hata mimi nilikuwa naona because most of the time nilikuwa nyumbani. Now actually Lizmo handle the cash.
So thank you so much. So Liz, I just want you to clarify something. Tuambie record zako. How much for bank? According to your record.
How much was in the bank?
Exactly. According to the record, then we compare with what Msela has.
No, I don't have a current bank statement, but I have a statement that we got when the 2-point-something million.
Can you get exact?
I have a bank statement. The last bank statement we got from Kayole was 2,137,000. That was on 17th July. I don't have a current bank statement. So, fine.
Just on that finance, tukiongea the previous before 20 break, tuliwana kujua how much was generated from EGESA and how much from finance. Nice. Okay. It's going to help us to understand what the secretary is going to leave. Ama yeye akona
Hakuna kila kitu hapa.
Excuse me, at what point am I allowed to answer Msela? Or
we have all the questions, so I think we'll wait for Secretary Amalize.
Yes.
Then we'll go one after. So Secretary, tafadhali, utaenda na program yetu. Tuambie how
Nyinyi
much.
pia mtaenda na program yangu.
Sawa, how much was generated from EGESA and finance, and of course for record zako, how much do you have ama zilikuwa for bank account?
Mzuka,
Yes.
wacha nisome, sijasoma.
Okay.
I think you people demanded for this book. And first of all, let me apologize for the inconvenience caused. Tulianza, tena tukai cut short. Not that we are hiding something, but I was not aware of the interview. And I was on my own errands. Na kurudi, nikapata kuna interview. So viewers, I had to go and get my book where it was. Now, first of all, to report this to people outside, our fans, our friends, those who relatives, on behalf of the committee. And at the same time, the most important part, I have to give the artists, because they are the people who elected me to be their secretary on this issue of Tony. I think this is a chance I've got so that I can explain myself. Now, I'll start our collections. That is our first collection tulikuwa Egesa. From gate tulipata 354,100. Stage tulipata 449,550. M-Pesa tulipata 499,414. Pochi tulipata 84,300. Total 583,714. Gate Pochi, remember Pochi was operating 312,905. Cash.
Now, is that still a guesser?
I'm still on Egesa.
Egesa.
Pole pole. That is still a guesser.
Your great Pochi total.
Yes. Just take the calculation.
Pochi?
No, they're correcting.
Kindly, Secretary, we stay guided. But
Yes.
then when you pick something, we
Pochi
know you
somebody
pick
there.
something.
That's what I'm telling you.
We only had one pochi at the gate.
No, the pochi are correct
Oh, it was
because
twice.
the amount ilikuwa inakuja kwa till ilikuja ikakuwa full. So we had to use
Pochi.
my number as pochi.
That explanation is good enough.
Exactly. Thank you, Mike. Now, pale kwa gate, cash was 41,900. Total from gate 354,100. I mean, total cash at hand from that Egesa tulikuwa na the cash tulikuwa na at hand was 449,550. Total money collected Egesa was now 1,337,169. Total money now, that is exclusive pesa ya Honorable Sam Atandi. He deposited the money directly to the pay bill, the bank money. Sasa, by that time, before we go to Fine Breeze money, I want to get this one clear. Tulikuwa na total of 1.557,169. Are we right? Thank you.
Na hujasema tumekuja hapo hadi na hii.
That one is also addition of total money tulikuwa now then. That's addition of 200,000.
Secretary,
Yes.
I guess you said you got 1.37. Now, how much did Mheshimiwa send to the payment?
500.
That's the money for I've said exclusive 500.
500. Exclusive.
Now,
You've added something. Okay.
Now, at the end of the day, when we were doing the postmortem of Egesa collection, we came to the part of the committee was called by Mheshimiwa Gogo, and she gave 200,000 cash. Right? Then 20,000 was also added by Madam Director as part of contribution of Egesa. So, doing all the postmortem of Egesa collection now, the cash tulikuwa nayo was now 1.557169. Another collection, we moved to Fine Breeze. The second collection, Fine Breeze, kindly. Fine Breeze, we received a total of, at the gate, we received 274,178. Total, the money we received total in fine breeze, 1.255824.
One?
1.255824.
That is now total we received from fine breeze. Then, when money from Egesa was deposited into bank account. Are we right? Now, the money we received from Fine Breeze was not deposited, right? The committee?
Yes.
Yes. Now, how that will now give the breakdown how money was, the cash was collected all now, and how they were withdrawn from the bank, and how the breakdown how we used the money. Now, Fine Breeze have said we had 1.55824 Fine Breeze.
You're confusing Fine Breeze and
Okay.
Just a minute, Chairman.
Okay, madam.
A minute. No, this one after taking out the expenses we had Fine Breeze. Now,
You are wrong.
Mr. Oil, I want to guide you.
yes,
According to you, we had 1.557169 from Egesa, right?
yes.
If you add to Mheshimiwa Tandi's money, it's supposed to be
2 million.
2 million, right? Is that the money that was deposited in the bank?
Yes, let me just assist him. After Egesa deposit, we had the balance of 2.137624 in the bank.
Okay.
Yeah, I got a statement the same day I deposited the money.
So let's say 2.4, right?
2.4 total.
No, that is the second now. Oh, after Egesa, that is when I took the statement. Actually, after depositing this, I think that is when I started controlling money. Yes, after depositing Egesa.
Okay.
That is now when I got the opportunity to be a treasurer interim.
Can I continue?
So we have to be clear that
Yeah, just to
2.1 was in the bank.
Yes.
Now, just to clarify, Secretary,
Yes.
collection, Elisha, there's no more collection. Nikonayo.
There was no more collection, but in addition, there two money also was sent into the account. Money, to the account directly.
Okay.
That is 100,000.
It wasn't sent
No.
directly.
It was given cash.
Yes.
Yes, by Honorable Lilian Gogo.
This one was sent to me by Prince Inda. So Honorable Lilian Gogo sent to Inda, then Inda sent it to me, then I sent it to Liz.
But the same 100,000 was part of the 1.5 that you read to us. That was the actual.
No.
That one
No,
was 200,000 cash. He promised
So in total, Honorable Lilian Gogo gave
300,000.
us 300,000.
Yes.
Just let me put it clear.
Okay.
The first collection for Egesa, Lilian Go gave us 300. Ikaisha with Egesa. Then for Fine Breeze, she
200.
sent us
200.
Sorry. Then Fine Breeze, she gave, Kokomo sent me 100 for Lilian Gogo. So, yeah.
So just to understand, can we add this 300 to this amount or 100?
No, 100.
Now you add
This one
100.
100, 200.
Yes,
Yeah, 100.
thank you. Now, I want to now give money withdrawn plus the money we had cash. Since I've said 1.255824 was not taken to the bank. So 100,000 Lilian Gogo, Honorable. That is another withdrawal. Another money that we received was 13,000 Dandora artists. Another money received was 52,000 Mombasa fans and artists from Mombasa. Another 16,000, the money collected for transport. Right? Now, the money we had total for the budget now, we had 3.930824. I want to give the breakdown kindly, how this money was spent.
Before you give the breakdown, somewhere maybe sisi ndo tumekosea somewhere ama wewe. Because if Egesa na Gogo tumeongeza 100,000 inakuja 2.9 million 129,093. Sawa, tukaongeza 13, tukaongeza 52 na 16 inakuja 2.993. Haifiki 3 million.
Now, there's some cash. Now I want to give total money that we now, the money which was not taken to the bank and the money which was also withdrawn from the bank. Now I give the breakdown of all this cash kindly.
Okay.
What I mean, 1.25584824 fine breeze. 100,000 in addition, that is from Honorable Lilian Gogo. 37,000, these are now money, how we now start spending the money from the account, plus the cash we had. 37,000 withdrawn, first withdrawal. The second withdrawal was 100,000. The third withdrawal was 100,000. The fourth withdrawal was also 100,000.
Confirm.
When we went the final D-Day, we also withdrawn 800,000 Oyugis branch, KCB. When we went to the counter, we asked if we can withdraw the cash. We were told we cannot. The only money we were allowed to withdraw was 800,000. We were advised to consult the bank manager, and we had to write a statement why we want to withdraw this money. This is now when Musela is now saying he was only called. It was that alert, if he is aware, was also called too. If the two of us were aware that the money is being withdrawn and purpose.
What you at the bank?
Now, this after consulting the branch manager, we withdrawn 1.57 1,357,000. Then after adding all, we also had 13,000 from Dandora, 52,000 from Mombasa, then 16,000 money collected from transport. Total 3.930824. I'm going for that is why it is inside this 1.3.
But unafaa useme hiyo pesa ya wanga. No.
Okay, let me give the breakdown of Waishimiwa's money.
Yes.
So that you people can also get it right. Now, thanks to this honorable, Waishimiwa, who gave us this collection kindly. I have to acknowledge them, and also.
Just before you do that, don't add what is going to read.
I'm just reading.
Because it's part of.
Yes. Honorable Sam Atandi gave us 500,000. Honorable George Oner gave us 100,000. Alois Rodi, Honorable, gave us 30,000. Felix Oduor Jalas gave us 200,000. P.S. Raymond Omolo Mheshimiwa gave us 500,000. Honorable Lilian Gogo gave us 300,000. Brian Midiwo Mheshimiwa gave us 50,000. Honorable Irene Shali gave us 65,000. Honorable Gladys Uwanga gave us 300,000, the governor.
Plus 50, 350.
Plus 50, that is 350,000.
So,
Some,
let's say figure.
Yeah. Now the total sum, all the money is 3,930,824. Let me now go directly to expenses. Expenses, I'll start with the hospital bill and I have to state why it is nil in this budget. When our brother Tony died, we were in Igesa here doing some collection for his treatment. Mara alikuwa Kisi. We quickly contribute a little money and msela ulitumiwa ikalipa bill ya hospital. So hapo in these expenses hatuna hospital bill. Then we have morgue bill. The morgue total was 45,000. Postmortem was 6,000. Coffin, it was a donation from Cooper, Kenya.
Kindly, Treasurer, when you're saying 45,000, we need to have a breakdown.
A breakdown of
I think
45.
we have all the time.
Thank you so much.
45,
30,000 was the charges of the morgue. Since
At what unit rate? That is what we want.
the unit rate was
I think 30.
let me just explain. The 30,000 was the money we paid at the morgue. Musela, you have the receipts? Then
No, I have.
Lisa.
you have the receipts.
Yes, I can show.
Then since the visiting time, we were not giving the morgue attendant anything. We had to, per agreement, we said that we'll give something that is 15,000. Right, Musela?
What was this for? This 15,000?
For the
visiting hours.
For the no, this is for the
Attendance of the body.
yes, for the curing, for whatever. The total was now 45,000.
Okay.
Postmortem was 6,000. The coffin, it was a donation from our people, our friends, Cooper, Kenya. And since Cooper, Kenya were not able to transport the coffin to Kisi where the morgue is, they don't have a store. They have a store pale Katito. So after the agreement that watatupatia coffin, they said that we can pick or we can collect the coffin pale Katito. So the charges, the pickup man charged us was 7,000. He took the coffin from Katito to Kisi. He charged 7,000. Has
Now, Secretary, before you proceed, 45,000 for more,
yes,
then additional 6,000.
yes, postmortem.
But
It wasn't a postmortem as such.
What we have on
Sorry?
255.
51, 51, huh?
Who talked about 51,000?
yeah, 51.
It's 51. Okay.
Proceed, let's proceed.
51?
So we are giving you the breakdowns.
We are okay, we are good to go.
Yeah, good.
Just
Thank you. Now, Has charged us 50,000, but haikufika nyumbani. When we reach kwa barabara, alishindwa kufika, gari lizima. We use gari ya polisi kufika wapi? Pale kwa boma. So we gave them 45,000. Body dressing was nil because a friend Bolo gave the dressing. He dressed Tony. He dressed Tony. Now, transport. The transport, we had to under transport. Here, I'll give some breakdown. It's wide. The transport here, we had 2 buses first. The first bus was from Nairobi to Omoche
And the back.
and back, that is 100,000. There was also a bus from Omoche Secondary School that was paid 16,500. Under that transport logistic, that is why it's so wide. We had as a committee, we had a total logistic that we will break it down
3 trips.
for 3 trips, costed us 240,058 shillings. That is total. The trips that the 3 trips that we went, the committee traveled. It took 240,058 shillings. In addition, the movers here. Since Tony was staying in Nairobi, we also transported his things to Omoche, ambapo lituchukua 20,000. Eulogy. The pieces were how many, Msela?
500 copies.
When you said
Msela, how many pieces were printed? Kokomo? The printed were 500, eh?
500.
The cost of printing costed 40,000. Then soft drinks, water, that was also the soft drink, that's water in bracket, was 28,500. The Ephraim tent was 630,500. The videography was 150,000. He served for 2 days. The first day from Kisii to Omoche, then the D-Day, that is the burial day. Then the sound system. The sound system, we had 2 technicians, or sound owners. Here, we there was a sound system that served like 2 days, right? How many days? Nani alimaliza wanani kwenyu? Oyugi served for 2 days, eh?
And lighting.
He did the lightings at home. I mean, not fixing them, but making the place to be the lighting, whatever, plus fuel that he used to fuel whatever. Oyugi was paid 90,000. On the D-Day, we had a different sound provided by Mr. The artist called Ongoro. Ongoro charged 50,000. That is the sound system that we used from. He came with it from Kisumu, inclusive the transport, whatever, plus the fuel he used. He was paid 50,000. That is in total 140,000. The TV panels, total cost was 55,000. The gravesite, total cost was 59,800.
Mr. Secretary, will you allow us to ask a question on every item?
Can I just finish first?
So fast.
Let me finish first.
Just note them down.
Just note, you will ask me later, kindly. It will be now open to everyone to answer, kindly. Family, clothing. That is inclusive mom and the grandchildren, the grandkids. That is 21,500. Security, it was 134,000. For security, I'll give the breakdown kindly. The security, the police station, the police officers back at Omoche police station, Rangwe police station, we paid 25,000. Security boys, those who served us for 2 days, remember, the services here were for two days. Security boys were paid 89,000. Security boys that we came from Nairobi with, since we the committees and some of the visitors were not known with the people from Omoche. So 10 boys also, 10 men, how many?
5.
5 came from Nairobi. They were paid 20,000. That is for 2 days.
2,000 each day.
They had some reflectors to differentiate the security, were printed at 12,500. Then home repair. The home repair, I want to explain kindly more about the home repair. Total sum used were 321,770. There we had mom's home, mom's house. I think you all know how the state of the house was before we started everything. We had to do the repair. Tony's house was also on another state that had to be repaired. Inclusive of toilet, we had also, because there was no toilet and visitors were coming, and then we had to get that one for a toilet for mom. Since mom is also sick, we had to get him where he can, where she can decide. I mean, total of 321,770. Then we had mother support. When we went there, mom had grandchildren, visitors were coming, and then when we went there, at least Lisa has the statements. She gave her 5,000 through M-Pesa, another 10,000 through M-Pesa, another 5,000, another 5,000. Am I right, Liz?
Yeah, sure.
That is total of 25,000. In addition, we had from this money, we also have some expenses that we had to deduct from it. That is a part of Fine Breeze, the candle lighting. That was also 32,044 shillings.
From?
At that place, we got information that Msela came and informed us that ako na sister yake na ako Naivasha na hakuna vile atafika home. It's hard vile anaweza fika wapi? Matanga. Tukakaa chini, part of the committee walikataa, but part we reasoned. Tukaconvince each other that hakuna vile tunaweza kwenda kuzika ndugu ya msichana na yeye yuko. Tukauliza Msela how much tukiweza mpatia at least aende pale, afike nyumbani. Msela said that at least 10,000. So tulipatia Msela cash alipe apatie dada yake. Flowers. The flowers were bought, that is at 29,990. That is the total cost of flowers zilinunuliwa. Then we go to Katara. Breakdown. Katara walilipwa, pesa walilipwa yote was 1.713150. 1,713,150. Here, I want to explain something. These people served for 2 days. The day waliingia and the day after burial, we also serve mpaka supper. Mpaka supper after burial. Here, tulinunua ng'ombe, Msela tulinunua ng'ombe ngapi? There are 4. Ambapo Msela and Miso ndio walienda kununua hizo ng'ombe na wazee wa kwa kina Tony. and that was 161,300.
Correction.
Ng'ombe ziko tano.
Correction kidogo.
Yes.
You were selecting. Please was paying. Not
Ni sawa, ni sawa, ni sawa. It's okay. But is this the amount paid?
yes, yeah.
161,300. They also bought a ram at 13,300. Total of 174,600. Plus, there is the county charges. Plus Kamba over 1,000. In addition, kuna 800 ya Sembo. Ile ya kupeleka nini, the people walikuwa napeleka ng'ombe nyumbani. They charge 800. There are also chicken bought, that is 84,350. There are also firewood costed 2,000. Charcoal costed 5,400. Then there was also transport for this cuckoo. They costed 2,000 plus this charcoal whatever. They costed that. That is 2,000. Other expenses that also we incurred, that is shopping for mama. Mama, we shop for mama, that is 3,800. Tukienda pale Kisi, isn't it? Yes. Then we also bought the roll-up banner that costed 6,000. There's also installation. There's also installation. Nyumba mam waliweka wiring, stima, nyumba ya Tony, everywhere. That one costed 49,000. Then kuna water ilitumiwa pale kwa construction. Remember, pale hakuna maji. Na maji ilitumika around 5,000. Those are other expenses that we incur. Then we also had ushers were paid 4,500. That is ushers. That one were this one inclusive.
I can help you on that. This is not. This is purely for fine breeze.
Others was paid 3,000.
Logistics.
And which logistic was it?
Okay, go on.
I think that's the breakdown of everything that we
This one
had.
for breakdown.
Yes, here.
So yes,
I think this is all the breakdown of all the expenses tulikuwa nayo.
So can you, thank you so much.
I have a question. I have a question. Hapo tuko nini? Which najua saa hii ama naisikia saa hii. My question is, was cows and chickens part of the catering? Ama it was different, singe tulikuwa tunajinunulia kuku na ng'ombe alafu yao ilikuwa hiyo 1.7 different.
I can answer that because when you came and you found Misomi, Kokomo, Angie, and Benoile talking to that lady, from this, the catering list, she put the catering at 1.724. So from this 1.724, there is 299. 299 ambayo inafaa kusimamia ng'ombe 4, kuku 80, mbuzi 2, firewood na charcoal. So from 1.727, 144, tunafaa kutoa 299. So I paid this woman, the lady, I'm so sorry, from 1.727144 minus 299,000. This is in record. So 299 ilibaki kununua ng'ombe and the rest over. Easy.
For Qatar, it was paid 1.6. So what was it?
Yeah, catering was actually
1.6,
from my
sorry.
records. I'm so sorry. From my records, it's 1.713150.
Minus 299.
No, the total amount we did on catering. You read that, eh?
Everything catering.
Yes.
So
Everything.
kindly break down.
Then
Naketara hapo,
Ni nini alikuwa analeta kwa hiyo 1.7 nini?
she bought everything.
So somehow
Apart from kuku, hizo kuku, ng'ombe and mbuzi na makana kuni. The rest yeye ndiye alinunua kila kitu.
tulikuwa na nini?
Secretary, usually catering inafanya kazi hivi. Ukinipea job ya kupika, nitakupatia quotation yangu.
I think Liz has the quotation. Can we read
You
Liz?
wish to know quotation ambayo ilitoka kwa mtu wa catering ni gani?
Thank you.
And if you have a question whether you can you have less money ama mliamua tu mcheze na hiyo bei ambayo jamaa alikuwa ametoa.
I think you have to consider that if you are not to provide the equal fiber, you have to consider that it was
It is the
What are we looking for?
Yeah, Keta.
Catering.
the catering breakdown.
Sema, considering, I was listening to you.
Yeah,
Kindly just read for us
So,
the quotation.
The quotation for catering.
Yes.
Catering, hiyo 1.7 alikuwa anatupatia nini na nini? It is
Long, oh my goodness. You want that? Okay, 4 o'clock tea. On the arrival date, this is 4th of August. Tea and mandazi, na githeri. If anyone was there to confirm if it was provided. Dinner was for 1,000 packs, but I confirmed there were not 1,000, there were more than this. On 4th, we served ugali matumbo, beef, dry fish, chicken stew, white rice, and vegetables. Main day, that's on 5th. Breakfast, 1,000 packs. That is tea, cocoa, soya tea, mandazi, bread, stew, potatoes, and boiled eggs. That is on VVIP. Remember, we had 3 serving stations. That's VIP. Then we had VIP, VVIP, VIP, and regular.
We are not hearing figures, maybe for those.
No. So, you know, the quote, you want to see all
Like,
this.
we want to understand how 1.7 million was spent. Like
Oh.
if they got
According to
cabbage for
this
30
quote, beef, that is 4 bulls, she quoted at 50,000 to that's 50,000 at each bull, but we got them at 160 what? 161,500. You get?
How many bulls were there solely?
Zote nne
Okay.
zilikuja. Eh?
So you spent 40,000 per bull.
We had 5 bulls.
We
We did
did five, but we did 5, but one was from the family.
from the family. So we
bought 4.
but the quotation was for 4 bulls, not 5. So the other one is was from the family. So it is an extra one to the caterer. Mbuzi was 2 goats, but we got bei ya mbuzi pale walisema ilikuwa juu sana, so we got tukanunua mbuzi moja kubwa at 13,300. That is what I paid for, but here she quoted 7,500. You know, these figures, we didn't give her cash. This is money that we had from our end, and we went to the market to buy them. Yes. Fish was 90 pieces. This one she got by herself at 300 each. That is 27,000. I'm being distracted. Is there a problem?
It's okay, Lisa. I know we can't wait until you read the entire.
Yeah, it is so long. Okay, fine.
So after this, Tomba, the soft copy.
Yeah.
So because now that's going to be
It
one of
is
the longest lists.
Yes,
This one question that goes to you, Spurs.
fine.
Mike says that you discussed on what is to be procured, but you single-handedly made payments. How sure are we that the payments you made, do you have all the receipts for everything you procured?
For sure I have.
Okay. Did you take into account what the family was going to remain with? Because at the end of the day, you were doing a budget for an artist we all know was a superstar.
Yeah.
But did you take into account the state of Tony Ndiama's family?
Yes, I did. And as I withdrew the famous 2 million, I kept aside 300,000 for the family, 200,000 as per budget. Then there's a miscellaneous of 100,000. This money could not get into my M-Pesa. I deposited 500 to my M-Pesa. Then there was 1.3 that we were given later. But the 800, first of all, I deposited 500 into my M-Pesa account. 300 shillings, 1,000, sorry. I gave it to M-Pesa, and everyone here apart from Seller can confirm. I told Kokomo in person, weka hii pesa. 200 ni ya mama, 100 ni emergency. And I insisted, hata nikikwamba usinipatie. You know, because we had a budget. Then we'll go and sit and budget on the remaining money, where we are going to have breakfast and discuss how we are reducing the budget. Yes.
So now, hiyo pesa ilifika wapi?
Hiyo tu ilifikia mama.
Sorry, haikufikia mama kwa sababu tulipofika pale penye tulikuwa tunakaa tukipunguza kila kitu, Msela should kindly confirm that the tents that I proposed, like we should do, he's already told you about the whole thing about the tents, and we had quotes that were lower, but since we wanted that classy thing, the A-frame, and you all know A-frame inabeba watu wengi, na pia hizo panels specifically, I'll say what Mutala told me, hiyo ya round hizo TV hazitakaa vizuri. We wanted atikae huku mbele, aingekaa huku mbele. Am I lying, Msela? Just say if I'm not saying that truth. Huku mbele ingekaa, so we wanted an A-frame hapo ndani TV ikae. So we reduced on the A-frame from 48 panels to 30 panels, right? Hata sijui hizo panels ziko aje, but I know it is from 48 to 30 panels. And the tent, the panels were, what was that? The frames were 11, we reduced by 3 to 8. Each frame holds 100 people. So we reduced 300 people.
Good. Now the question a layman would ask is that these reductions, they were supposed to be done so that the family could end up with something.
Yes.
So why were they being done and yet the family did not end up having something?
You know, if we'd have done the 400,000, we'd have remained with something with the bill.
So where did the 200 go? The 300?
So when we got to Singapore, I know you guys, the chairman can explain from there how the money ended back to my phone. Kindly.
Okay, I think Liz gave me 300,000, not Liz, from the bank. Yes, and vile tulikaa chini tukapiga hesabu yote, tukaona kuna ka shortage, so nikachukua money handed over to Liz. Juu mimi sikuwa nataka nilipe kitu from my M-Pesa, sikuwa nataka kulipa kitu, so nikatumia Liz apige budget yote. After that ndio tutakaa chini tuone nini imekuwa nini mbaki. Yeah.
Now, basically what Kokomo is not bringing out, when we sat and we talked to Mike, it's me who talked to Mike, right Mike? We talked the tent. It's me was having this discussion with him about the tent, and I even came to the chairman, reported everything that it was. So the word out there, not even the word out there, what was discussed was like Mike had proposed. Kindly listen. And Mike, correct me if I'm wrong. And this you told to me. That tuendelee tu na budget vile iko, since tulishaeka hiyo A-frame hivyo, tupunguze hizo panels. Kama kutakuwa na shortage, tutafanya nini? Tutapiga harambee siku ya mazishi. Unaona, tutapiga harambee, then we will pay the remaining suppliers wenye hawatakuwa amelipwa. It gave me confidence. Unaona, maybe pesa itatoka tulipe hizi deficits. Am I saying what was not discussed?
You're saying the truth, but you're saying the truth in a different way.
Okay.
Because a different way meaning the Harambee was proposed a way back tukiwa Nairobi.
Oh, proposed, I don't know.
The Harambee was proposed by the chairman. Way back tukiwa Nairobi. All of us we knew lazima tutafanya Harambee on the burial day. But it wasn't part of the budget. We already had a budget yenye tulikuwa tunaenda kufanya na kila kitu. Personally, I didn't know about the 300,000 ama 200,000 yenye ilikuwa set aside ya family. Naijua saa hii. Ukweli ama uongo? Naijua saa hii. Unaona? If I was being told that tuko na hii budget tunafaa kuweka tent hivi na hivi, but tuko na 200,000 ya family. Unaona? Me personally siwezi sema ati tutumie pesa ya family tutafanya Harambee. Unaona? That I can't do that. Number
Yeah,
two,
that is true, Mike.
No,
You are
let
not
me
in the
finish.
know.
Let
You
me
are not
finish.
in the know.
Let me finish. Number two is the proposed budget ya tent. I think nimesema hiyo kitu hapa. I said the proposed budget ya tent was 11 sections.
Yes, you said FM, so
Zilikuwa zinakuja ngapi?
11 sections. Unaona? The moment uliniambia budget ifiki, nilisema we reduced it.
To
Of
8
which
sections.
we reduced it to 8. So the moment uliniambia hivyo nikasema we reduce it to 8 sections, of which according to the budget nilinipatia ya the VIP tent na hii nini kireduciwa, hii Ephraim kireduciwa, it was almost the same thing. That's why I said we reduced it. Sijui kama unanielewa. So the thing hapa ni you guys didn't discuss with us as committee that to set aside pesa ya family.
which committee? This was the committee.
The whole, maybe mimi personally basi sikuwa najua because nobody discussed with me that set aside pesa ya family, of which if munge discuss na mimi set aside pesa ya family na ndio hii tungejua what to do, but mimi personally mpaka dakika ya mwisho nilikuwa najua pesa ya family ilikuwa kwa budget, of which after all pesa ya family ilikuwa hapo. No.
So, just to add on what you just said, kama pesa ya family was part of the budget. Now, hiyo pesa ilikuja kafanya nini? Ambayo was not part of the whole budget, na hiyo pesa ilikuja kafanya.
If we had from Oyugis tulitoa I had 1.3 in the bank, then we had 800, 300 with Kokomo and 500 with me. First of all, the first thing I did was to pay the caterer. I sent, that was on Monday because we'd not paid people from Friday. We didn't go to the bank. Fundi anangoja, kila mtu alikuwa anangoja pesa. At that point is where I used my own money to even pay some of the people, like fundi nilimsort, mafundi hawajalipa for long, nilimsort pesa kidogo, nikalipa deposit ya kutransport hizo tents from my own money. You'll ask how my money came to be in this thing. And everyone knows here, I hope you're confirming this. You're confirming I used my money? Yes. You know I used my money? Yes. To, first of all, cushion. Like, hii tent isipofika on Sunday night, ianze kusetiwa, hii kitu yote ingefanyika. Sababu they were to travel from Sunday. You confirm to me walifika Monday asubuhi? Yes. Na tungegoja ati wakuje, tungoje bank ifunguliwe on Monday, ndio tuende tutoe pesa tumtumie. I tell you, you won't be seeing what was happening there. Unaelewa? The only person who was paid relatively good amount of money was the caterer. I had paid a deposit of 600, but mtu tents, I only paid him 100,000 from the last collection from Fine Breeze. So I did what I could to cushion everything isionekane. Hiyo siku ya mwisho tupate aibu, tent ndio inasetiwa na wageni wamefika. So ask me about 3.9, how it was used, I'll explain. Any other question?
Now, Mike and Liz seems to be having some sort of disparities, because Mike is saying that there are some things he doesn't know how their decisions were made. Yet, as a family member and a part of the committee, every information he ought to have known.
Okay.
Like some of the things, earlier, he was accused of being in charge of the procurement of the tent guy and the catering. He has said here that he knew about the catering person in the committee. He did not know that person before the service was provided. But earlier on, from some of the interviews we had before, it was alleged that he is the one who knew about them and even stamped and insisted
Yes.
that those people must work. And then now the most critical part is that the committee did not involve him on the critical part that the family was to have a certain amount of money at the end of the burial. Why did the committee do this, and yet he was part of the family who was representing the family in the committee?
First of all, from the, I think I did the interview with it, who said about the tent, and it's clear. He has not disputed that he said we continue with the Ephraim. Have you disputed?
No, we are talking about the procurement.
Yes, the procurement.
Not the payment, the procurement.
He
How this
explained
person
that.
was engaged.
Wow.
Yes.
Mark, I have a quotation. I have quotations here for people who sent in ISO panels and in. The first quote was 1 point. It is here. You can have it. If you remove this, I'll show you. 1.5. And another one. Actually, they were ranging. Another one 2 million, because there was one for 40. There was one for 35. There's one for 30. You get super panel. So we went for the lowest bidder. I called that guy. Mike knows the guy. Ed, did you ulikata sikuje ama? Hakukata. So he brought his, what is that called? Quote, ama bid. It was passed. Ben, did I bring the bids here? Ed, everyone agreed on him?
Exactly.
And I called that guy because he's a guy I know. Mike knows him from the previous interactions, and actually why we considered him when we were looking for panels. Mimi sijizo to that TV. It is Msela who proposed like ile TV. Nilimuuliza ile TV ilikuwa hapa ya Tony, nani alileta? He said Mike. I said wow, I know. Not Mike, Mark. We contacted Mark huyu Msela hakiwa pale nje, and when he brought his quote, ilipitishwa. It is someone they've worked with before. So it wasn't like a sole decision, and his prices, I think, I even in my heart, hiyo siku nikimlipa ile pesa lilipwa kwa roho yangu, hata mimi najua hizo A-frame tents ukipiga hesabu 35,000 times 8, upige ile deco, upige zile TV, upige chairs, the presidential chairs that were there, the VIP chairs that were there, and the hizo plastic chairs, the podium and the carpets. Ask me, or just go and try and do that quote. You will do. I know most of you have done this, and you've only analyzed the A-frame tent. You've not done the nitty-gritties of that A-frame tent. There is viti, zile za plastic. Kuna hizo viti za VIP, kuna viti za presidential, kuna hiyo podium, kuna ile nyororo, na kuna TV. Nani tena zilikuwa na hizo flowers. Yeah, the carpet I've said. You see, it came to 685,000. That is 630 after reducing from 690 to 630. The difference was this minimal. Unaelewa, from it's only the panels that reduced and the frames. So ikukuwa kitu margin ile like 200,000, 300,000. But what I'd opted for, there was 500,000 quotation yote ya kwanza, hiyo ya I don't know how it's called, it just disappeared. Then there was hiyo ya U, which was 480, and there was a 544. It is not something that I did come up and show the committee. Nilionesha committee tumeka this one. I was calling the guy tukiwa hapo. In fact, the good thing is everyone that was having a kwetu walikuwa wananipatia napiga tukiwa hapo. We discuss, is it right? Yes, yes. And that's how we...
So how about him not being involved in this allocation of 200,000 for the family that he's hearing about for the first time? The entire committee can just answer, not a specific person.
But see me,
Yes.
I think on our budget,
Yes.
there was 200,000 for the family. And Msala can confirm that. Yes?
No, the first thing, he's saying he's hearing about it. Here.
That 200,000.
That allocation.
Hiyo pesa mliweka kando, hiyo 300 ukasema 200 ni half family na 100 ni miscellaneous. Amkumwambia like kuna 200 hii tumeweka kando for the family so that ukipiga hesabu ajue like hii nayo tufai kupunguza. Ajue penye at least inaweza punguzwa. Hakuwa in the know of hiyo 200 yenye ulipatia Kokomo na baadaye ukaregeshewa list.
Sikiza, kwa bajeti yetu tulikuwa na 200,000, si ndio? Na kenye Liza alifanya ama kenye tulifanya ilikuwa tu ile 200,000 ilikuwa kwa yenye ilikuwa kwa budget tuiweke kando. Hakuna kitu different hapo.
Now, were you aware that 200,000 was allocated for the family?
200,000 was part of the budget from day one.
But you are not aware when it was.
But when it was allocated, I wasn't aware.
Now,
Let us say something. Ajaongea hata wewe.
yeah. Sitije break.
I want to go to 2.1 million so that twende haraka. Hii pesa ilitolewa tukiwa UPS. Naona nikiambiwa mimi ni mwizi. I want us to do things so that we finish haraka because I'm not seeing us moving. 300,000 that is being in question. I think there's a picture that Kokomo posted. There were 3, right? I think that is the time that some of us bado tulikuwa kazini, so we joined, like I joined them on Sunday. On Sunday when we sat down, that is now when we were being given a breakdown of how things were given. This 300,000, let me just say I came to know about it. Siku tulikuwa tunapiga hiyo hesabu sasa. Wakisema Kokomo, you gave me 300,000. Then I asked, 300 ilikuwa ya nini? Niliambiwa that was money that was allocated for Mama Tony, but when the budget was being